Hi Aquarius. How are you guys? I hope you are having a wonderful birthday season. It is February. We already talked about love. I wanted to do that first since it is Valentine's Day month. So we're going to look into some general things and see if anything else wants to come out other than the love aspect of things. Kind of get like a general overview of what February is going to look like. I did want to talk about some planet shifts that are happening in the first couple of weeks. Mercury moved into your sign yesterday with the lunar eclipse, the full lunar eclipse. It's the first today, February 1st. And so there's going to be a lot of emphasis on communicating with everybody. I always like it when Mercury's in Aquarius because things just seem a little clearer. Communication seems clearer, you know. It's like that when it's in Virgo and Gemini, since Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini. But with Aquarius, it puts this very intelligent, like specific, detail-oriented, and fast. Like you can be fast at the same time as being detail-oriented, so you're like almost like shoving Gemini and Virgo together when you put it into Aquarius, if that makes sense. I don't know if that made any sense, but that's how it feels to me. So I really like it when Mercury's in Aquarius. It's one of my favorite placements of Mercury. I do want to say that we're having some interesting conjunctions with Lilith and Pluto. You don't know about Lilith. Lilith is... she's kind of like the slut of the zodiac, I guess you could say. She's the one that likes to come in and cause some trouble. When she's conjunct Pluto, which means they're visiting the same space, I guess you could say, she likes to cause a lot of trouble. There may be tendencies to want to argue, especially since Mercury is in Aquarius, because you guys are going to think that you're right, which, you know, a lot of times you are, but a lot of times you're not. So just make sure you're listening to everybody as well as talking. Mars and Neptune is going to also be squared up in the middle of February. And what I mean by this roller coaster is like Venus is going to be in Pisces for the next 4 weeks as well. That moves over on the 4th of February. So it's like love conquers all. Oh, but wait, I want to argue. Love. It's like going to be such this love-hate relationship between everything. So while we are like up and down with the planetary systems, I want to tell you guys to kind of like stay in your own space, you know, like don't push buttons on purpose, because I feel like you're going to want to do that. Maybe to prove points, to make things known, I guess, in a very Aquarius way. But it's also a very good time for you guys to move forward on things. Just recognize the stuff that you really want to do. Is it the stuff that you really need to do? It's like a want versus need kind of month. Like, I really, really, really want to do this, but at the same time, I really have a lot of things that I have to get done or I have to look at, right? So we've got some awesome, awesome cards coming out. We have the Strength card. I got to show you the bottom of the deck. I just have to. This is what I mean. We have the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which is that, you know, what I would say is, you know, like, use your words wisely. Like, don't try and push buttons on purpose just because you feel like you need to. So we have Strength, and we have the 10 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups, and the Magician, and the King of Wands, and the Star. Here you are. So if you have a fire sign in your life, I kind of feel like this is a person that is really helping you move forward in your, I want to say business. I want to say that it could be a Leo that you're working with, but I feel like this is really pushing you forward into bigger and better opportunities. And I want you to really, really think about all of this stuff. The Four of Cups is really making me feel like you need to think about everything that's coming up in your life and discern, like, look at all the details. While Mercury is in your sign, really look into all of the details that you have in front of you. You know, instead of kind of like brushing over the small points, I really want to tell you to look at the big stuff. Because whatever you're making happen here is big. I mean, we're talking like 10 of Pentacles big, right? It could be a life changer, or it could just be something that's going to be really, really stable for you. Whatever it is that you are planning or working towards, there's definitely a sense of balance coming. I mean, you guys are balanced, you know, and you're making it happen with the Magician. And I feel like this is really work-based, very career-based. So make sure you're using your words wisely. We have the Queen of Cups here. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So if there is a Queen of Cups, a water sign, here's the Page of Wands, which is where I'm saying, look at all the details. To me, this is the active listening card, looking into all the details, seeing everything from the right point of view, discerning everything that's around you right now. If you have a water sign in your midst that is either pushing your buttons or you're pushing theirs, I kind of want to say to pull your focus back from that. If this is a person that is bringing balance and healing into your life, and I feel like they might even be bringing messages to you. If you have a water sign in your life, or somebody who's just very intuitive, and very open and kind and honest, I feel like they're bringing messages to you, or they have brought messages to you. And it could almost be, it's so weird, the Empress and the Hierophant, it's almost in a very nurturing, motherly kind of way. I feel like this person knows you really well and knows that you've kind of felt like burdened and controlled. The Hierophant and the Ten of Wands. And I feel like this person might even be somebody from the past. We have the Seven of Swords also. So I feel like you keep looking back into the past, and maybe you want to connect with this person, or it's just someone who is very in tune to whatever growing opportunity is that you need. I almost feel like you have a couple of people around you that you need to listen to a little bit more. You're not listening enough. It's very possible. I know somebody's going to tell me I listen all the time, but you guys have so many really great opportunities coming up. I mean, there's like money and balance and manifestation and strength, and renewal happening. And I feel like you have a really good set of people around you as well. But you kind of have a tendency to like rush into things and not think before you speak, or not think before you act, possibly. So if you're getting advice from someone around you, someone from your past, or somebody from your past has given you advice and you're kind of thinking about that again, or, you know, like whatever the situation is, whoever it is, I feel like they know you really, really well. And it's almost like you kind of need that, like, nurturing, you know. You could have an Aries or Taurus, especially Taurus, since we have the Hierophant here. But the burdens, I feel like these people are helping you with the burdens. And they're bringing you to this completion stage. You have the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Whatever cycle it is that you've been going through, whatever healing and balance that you have needed, we have the Devil and the Nine of Cups. Whatever you've been working really, really hard at achieving, I want to say. I feel like you've been working really hard at something to achieve a goal that you have. So try not to, during February, the beginning of February, especially the beginning of February, try not to be too hasty in your actions. Kind of like slow down and contemplate things a little bit. I feel like I need to tell you to meditate some. Kind of like center your chakras. Open yourself up a little bit. And by open yourself up, I mean like open up inside, you know. That way you're not thinking so hastily. You might be able to listen a little carefully. Because as February goes along, this balancing that you're doing and this, you know, meditation that you're doing and this opening of all of the abundance and ending this cycle is the Nine of Cups. You know, this is what you want. And I love it. I love this manifestation that you guys are doing. And I just feel like that you have a really, like you have people around you to support you through this. And I just keep on wanting to say to listen. Like I feel like there are messages coming to you, or you've received messages from the past. There may be some things that you need to leave behind from your past so you can move forward. But, you know, whatever it is that you are making happen, Aquarius, it's coming to fruition for sure. February looks like a really, really, really good month. I just don't want you to get caught up in the rushing forward so fast that you don't stop to listen. And you don't, you know, because you're going to want to do that, you know. So yeah, I really, really like it. February, the beginning of February looks fantastic for you guys. It's so funny because everybody kept on telling me that my readings were like so dreary for Aquarians and, you know, this and that. And I mean, I love everybody, all of your support that has come in, like all of those comments that you guys said and standing up for me. I love you guys so much. You're fantastic. But I knew that all of this was coming. Like I felt it all coming. I just felt like there was a lot of stuff you needed to clear out of your life in January before you could move forward for the rest of 2018 and all of this abundance. And I really want you guys to know that you have support there with you. I feel like you think that you're alone sometimes, you know, like you're really alone in growing all of your wishes, and you're not. You're so not alone. And you don't have to rush into things because things will come to you in divine timing. So remember that through February, because it is, a good friend of mine said the other day, everything is as it should be. And that's how I'm really feeling about Aquarius is I feel like you guys had some deceptions like recently, or something kind of went awry recently in your life. It was a little bit shocking for you, a little bit burdening. But as you have like started to pick up the pieces, there are some things that became really clear about the situation that had to be like pushed out of your life, or maybe that situation just needed to be manipulated in a way a little bit, you know? The magician can manipulate things. Maybe the situation just needed to be manipulated and kind of like molded into a different type of situation so that it could bring you more prosperity. But I really feel like that you have people around you that, you know, somebody who's very intuitive, somebody who's very passionate. And these could be like two different sides of you as well. A very intuitive person, very passionate person, deep within. whatever is in your birth chart as well, keep that in mind. So if you've received messages or advice or anything from people, or you will be in February, if you have in your past, or you will be in February, really try to like sit and discern with the messages that have been given to you, because sometimes I feel like Aquarius, you guys just want to like push forward so fast because, oh my gosh, I'm just ready to go. Well, wait a second. Let's just sit back and wait just for a minute, right? Let's just think about what was said just for a minute. Let me think about how I'm going to process that in my mind as well, not just what somebody else says, right? But I feel like it's really good advice, and I feel like you guys have done a lot of hard work, and I feel like it's the end of pushing so hard to make something happen that isn't going to happen, or going back and remolding it into something that could be better, right? Okay. That was the message that I've been trying to like shove out, you know. That's what I wanted to get to you guys. So if you would like a personal reading, check out the InstantGo app. It's for iPhone users. I do have a service on my website, fearlessintuition.net, to email me a question if you do not have an iPhone. Also, yeah, so check out the personal readings on my website, fearlessintuition.net. If you email me first, I will send you to my website. So let's cut out the middleman and just go straight to the website if you want a personal reading. Gotten a lot of emails from people like, how do I get a reading? And I'm like, my email address is underneath the website information. So if you found my email address, the website information is right above it. Cool. Also, thank you for all of the donations. I really, really appreciate it. I don't do paid videos on YouTube because I want everybody to get general information. And this is my full-time job, you know, and I love, love, love doing this, and I wouldn't want to do anything else. So the donations that come in are really, really appreciated. I'm not going to beg for donations, but I just want everybody to know that those donations are very much appreciated, since I don't offer like paid subscription YouTube readings and stuff like that. It's just the personal readings that come in and of the events that I do. So that really helps the channel. Just want to like tell everybody how appreciative I am. So I will see you guys for the second half of February. Make sure you check out my website. There are a lot of new services on there, twin flame soulmate readings, as well as all of the video recorded readings. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Have a great birthday season. Bye.